Marley Crawford. The Lakers, the Sixers, and I think the Clippers is all trying to get Marley Crawford now. When the Sixers could have been got Marley Crawford in the off season, when motherfuckers was saying they should have got Marley Crawford.
I'm happy my man Melo back in the league. Mm-hmm. He's one of my favorite ballers back in the day.
Not back in the day. Still, Melo has always been one of my favorite ballers.
One of my favorite ballers
since high school, Syracuse, to the Nuggets. Right, since since Oak Hill. See, I like high school basketball, and I've been following guys since high school for years. So I follow a lot of, being though I ref and shit like that. I be into the high school basketball circuit. So I've been, you know who put me on Melo? Molly. That's how I got to know who Melo was. Molly from Lincoln. You know, Molly.
Mr. Hit a 3 and say, fuck you?
Yeah. Because my homegirl from Baltimore, her and Melo was from the same block or some shit like that. They was squad up. And she let me know who Melo was, and I started looking at him, you know what I mean, in high school and shit, and then paying attention to who he was. Or some shit. And he became one of my favorite players. I'm glad he's getting his just due. I'm glad he's getting his second chance.
And he with a nice team.
Shout out to Matt Barnes.
And he with a nice team.
Right. Shout out to Matt Barnes. They're not doing too well, but they're going to get it together. Shout out to Matt Barnes and my man, what's his name? Steven fucking, what's his name? Fucking bull from the Penguins that got into the fight. I can't think of his name. Shout out to them niggas. And they podcast, you know what I mean? Cause they
they do a weed podcast.
Yeah, they do a hell of John too. So shout out to them niggas, Matt Barnes and my nigga and shit. But I like, only thing I don't like about the Trailblazers is Hassan Whiteside. To me, Hassan Whiteside is a fat, lazy shit. And that nigga, he gonna be the downside. He gonna be he gonna be the reason that team don't succeed. I'm telling you. And I told Lunge that too. Lunge gonna be on here on the 29th. Shout out to Lunge. So I told Lunge that too. And that's his team. But I told him Whiteside he's a fat, lazy shit, man. He don't want to ball. You had the opportunity in Miami, now you in Portland, you still ain't doing shit. So on to the motherfucking Birds. Oh man. My poor Eagles, man. We having so many problems. That shit is a shame, man. I don't know what's up with my Birds.
You know what? We ain't gonna get into it about the Birds.
No, we gonna get into it about the Birds, bro, because it's the topic, and we can talk about the Birds because we had that game. Defense played one hell of a fucking game,
it's
man.
Your man.
It's fucking Doug, man. It's Wentz too.
It's your man.
Who?
Aguilar.
That boy. You know what's crazy, bro?
Bro?
You right, bro. I was an Aguilar fan, man. I ain't gonna front,
bro.
That was my man. I was pumping him coming out of college. I don't fuck with him now. I call him Aguilar.
I don't give a fuck. Faguilar, Daguilar, dickhead, top dickhead. If the ball touch your fucking hands in football, you're supposed to catch the fucking ball.
As a professional.
That's what they pay you for, to catch.
And that's your only job.
Ball.
That's your only job, my nigga.
Then the nigga try to fake like he hurt his knee or some old freak shit like.
Come on. And then the one week he tried to throw Wentz under the bus. Like, oh yeah, Wentz. I was out there haul tail, but I tried to get under
it. The ball on the money. He put the ball where the receiver was at. The receiver job was supposed to catch the ball.
Right. And you know what's crazy though? Now after watching that Pats game, I'm questioning Wentz too. I'm questioning Wentz because I want to know is Wentz the guy? Is Wentz the guy for this organization? Is he the future? Is he the guy? Because when I seen him, he had a lot of chances to win that game himself. The defense played a hell of a game. And he had a lot. He lost that game. Him, the play caller, lost that game. And I can't even say the play caller because the play caller was okay. And he could have made no fucking catch. It's the throw. It's to me, he can't make those professional throws in the clutch. The out routes in the corner. All that little shit. You know what I mean? He throwing it high in the back of the end zone. How many times we gonna go through this and not realize that he's not the guy? That's all I want to know. If y'all think he's the guy, like the guy that can take us there and win it all.
You know, one single guy that can do anything anyway.
I'm not saying that, but as on a football team, as a leader, as a quarterback, do you think he can do that?
I think they should bring Randall Cunningham back.
Randall Cunningham like 60 years old. He like 65.
He's my favorite quarterback of all time.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, my point of view. That's shit where I grew up looking at the Eagles on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Randall
I would say
best
Vic,
quarterback by Eagles.
but Vic,
By
you
far.
know what I'm saying, got time for football.
He is my second.
Listen, I don't take nothing away from McScribble. I don't take nothing away from McScribble. McScribble, he couldn't win those big games, but he did. He gave his just due. He came through in the clutch and some and times. Not all the times when it counted, but he came through in the clutch at times. I don't think Wentz can come through the clutch. That game right there, we had that game. The motherfuckers could not score on us. We had the D. The D was on fire. We was shutting ball down. They was punting the ball. They punted. They kept fucking punting. They couldn't do anything against us, bro. They couldn't do anything against us. We had the motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
and it seemed like because of Wentz, he couldn't deliver the passes. He couldn't deliver the throws. He couldn't put them Jones in there. Go Birds. We got the Seahawks coming in this week. Now, we ain't beat the Seahawks in like fucking... And forever. Since Russell Wilson been in the league, my nigga, we ain't beat the fucking Seahawks, bro. On some real shit.
So my question to you: what you think they gonna do? Lose or win?
Now they moved the game from a night game to a 1 o'clock game. Now I can't remember if we played. I can't remember when we playing Seattle or we playing Philly.
I don't. Big difference with the win.
I don't know. I think the defense. This boy be on some Madden shit when he play us. Like he run around, and then still throw the ball while he's scrambling.
Yeah, we talking about the Birds.
And we look stupid.
Bitch fan.
And we look stupid. Come on, boy, cowgirls. And we look stupid. You know what I mean? We look stupid out there against Russell. What's his name? Russell Wilson. I really hope. I hope we win, bro.
His name is Sierra husband.
I'm not gonna do that to it,
That nigga named Sierra husband.
I'm not gonna do that to it. I really hope we win, though, bro. I hope we win. I really hope we can pull this win off.
Of course,
and get this win. You know what I mean? Because we like I said, we gotta break this cycle of losing to these niggas.
You want me to put a little friendly wager on it?
I don't bet on my Birds, cause I go down to the casino. I go down to parks, and I bet I want everybody but the Birds.
Put a little wager, a friendly wager.
No, bro, I can't bet on the Birds. Every time I bet on the Birds, they lose, man. I can't do it. Every time I bet on the Birds,
you ain't bet on last week, probably anything wrong.
I'm just saying, every time I bet on them, they lose. I'm not doing it. And I won last week. Congratulations to me. I won. You know what I mean? A little small token. I ain't gonna put my business out there, but I won on a 14 parlay. You know what I mean? You know, all my picks came in. The crazy thing is I lost my ticket. Drunk on some Eagle shit. It was in my wallet the whole time. And I woke up the next morning.
Oh, he all about the Benjamin, the lottery ticket.
Haas text me like, yo, nigga, did you win? Check your tickets. I'm like, oh, should I check them in the morning? He texted me that night. So the next morning, I'm like, all right, I'm going to check my tickets. I get up, I can't find my tickets.
Man,
but I had the picture. I always screenshot my pictures because I take the drone on my phone. I got the app on my phone. I take my pictures on my phone, take it down there, and they just cuckoo, and then my ticket come out. So they got a one-time ticket loss recovery joint that they do. So I did that one time recovery joint, and they cashed me out. They had to do an investigation and make sure that I bought the ticket, look on the camera and shit.
Y'all hard the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Right.
So got Dutch, got weed. So you know what I mean, I cashed out.
Turkey.
But yeah, so I'm putting my bets in this week too. So my hand been itching all week. Usually when my hand would itch, I win money. So shout out to me and my hand.
Shout out to me and my
But Myles Garrett, boy, this boy, him and the white boy, Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. They suspended Myles Garrett indefinitely for the season for his actions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they suspended Myles Garrett indefinitely. Get some weed in there for the season. They suspended me. Yeah.
He got weed in the grinder.
Yeah, so they suspended Myles Garrett for the season. And Mason Rudolph, I think he got like a 1-game suspension, which is corny. Yeah, because if you look at the tape, you can clearly see that he started the shit, initiated the fight, and tried to pull the helmet off. But Myles Garrett already had like a sort of, even though this is his rookie year, he still, had some dirty plays early in the season where, I think this is his second year. This is his second year. He had some plays this year and last year where he was like labeled a dirty player early. Right.
I'm saying it's like being in jail, nigga.
But you can see the bull trying to rip his helmet off as they going down, and he said that the bull called him a racial slur.
At the end of the helmet, he fucking clocked this shit.
Right. He should have. He went too far when he actually picked the fucking helmet up and went after bull and tried to fucking
tried to take his head.
Get that nigga what Ben used to call that shit? A fucking
hammer.
A hammer and shit right to the dome. Like he was way off of that. Like that was just too far. I mean, I think they both should be equally suspended. Then the boy Pouncey, the offensive line ran over there to the boy, and he looked like, you see that shit, bro?
Yeah, I seen it on sports. I ain't seen the game.
Yeah, I was watching the game, but I turned it off because it was a blowout. I turned the shit off because it was a blowout, and then the next morning I go to work. Boy, like, yeah, you see the game and shit? It's the podcast. Yeah, Smokey and shit. The podcast. That's what we do. That's what we do, man. We get that shit smoky up in this bitch. But it's crazy that he gets suspended for the year and the white boy only get a few games or whatever he got. Is just, the privilege, I guess. You know what I mean? And that's fucked up. It's fucked up that. Well, you know what? I ain't even gonna say that because Garrett went too far with the whole clocking him. They both went too far, and even the players that came on the field that was protecting their quarterback, even they went too far. I felt as though they all went too far, so they all should be.
Niggas live for a moment like that. Some niggas live for a moment like that.
They ain't gonna suspend everybody, but you gotta
live for moments like that.
Yeah, and football is a gruesome game, and that's what the NFL gotta understand. Y'all don't want to see that.
Quarterback in that position never occasion you to go out there and try to fuck somebody up.
Right.
Cause I sure would.
So how did they go too far then?
Yeah. How did they go too far?
Yeah, he fighting for his team. His cornerback player. So you mean to tell me?
No, I'm not saying the lineman went too far. I said Myles Garrett went too far by trying to actually hit him with the helmet. That was going too far.
That was way beyond.
Right,
like,
that was going too far. Right.
But you still gotta look at the other boy. Alright, you fighting him now, you kicking him, you strapping him.
Right. Now they was going, and that's what I said. They was going too far. Now you say that. I'm saying that. I'm rebuttaling.
Yeah.
I'm rebuttaling because they went too far as well. Because they're punching him, they're stomping him, kicking him the fuck out. Right. So everybody should be suspended the same amount of time. It shouldn't be. He should be suspended 16 games. And the other one
was the initiator of it, so that's how.
The white boy was the initiator of it.
Listen, I don't like. For me, ain't the bird, so I don't give a fuck who gets suspended, bro.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they both is in the wrong.
And that's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, you out here to see your job, so you mean to tell me you gonna go to work tomorrow and fuck somebody up?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
And that's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm the street nigga tell you that shit.
And you made a valid point, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Cap had his tryout. The NFL called Cap and told him that he had a tryout, but tryout day for the NFL is usually Tuesdays. So they told him, no, we're going to do it on a Saturday, and we're going to do it here, and you have to be here at this time. But come to find out, it was somewhat of a setup tryout because they had a waiver that they wanted him to sign because it was another lawsuit. Basically, it was like, all right, you come and you work out, and we could say, hey, we gave you a tryout. It's not our fault nobody picked you. Yeah. And that's what they basically was trying to do, trying to set him up to do, to say that. Okay, yeah, we gave him a tryout, and no team thought he was worthy of being picked. So, hey, the best thing we did, the best thing we did for him. And that's what the waiver said. So he couldn't sue again or whatever or continue his lawsuit. So that's why he said, oh, no, once he seen a waiver, and his camp seen the waiver, his agent and his lawyers, and they sort of said, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna agree to those standards because that's bullshit. They felt as though that was bullshit because it's not fair because y'all trying to rush him into doing something that he's been ready. Like he said, I've been ready for 3 years. But at the same time, y'all trying to throw him into some bullshit, and they wanted to know if Jay-Z was in on it and all that. Was Jay-Z in on him? Was in on the bullshit for some practicing and shit. And he probably was because, he's a businessman at the end of the day. He's a businessman. At the end of the day, he's a businessman. And they was saying that, Cat, they wanted to pick his receivers and they wanted to give him the footage, even though they said they would let him see the footage before they would edit it and all that other good shit. But he still wasn't trying to hear that shit. So he held his own practice in a high school in Georgia and shit.
Hey, man.
And did what he wanted to do.
Shout out to Cat. Doing
Right.
what the fuck he want to do.
Now, right. And he had a Kuta Kente shirt on and the slipping ass nigga of the week is Stephen A. Smith. He's the slipping ass nigga of the week. Slipping ass nigga of the week. Slipping ass nigga. Stephen A. Smith felt as though that Cat shouldn't have wore the Kuta Kente shirt. And if you going for a job interview, which is somewhat right, but at the same time, if he's trying to break down the masses and the normals of the NFL, why shouldn't he be able to wear what the fuck you want to wear? Why shouldn't he?
You wear them dumbass suits.
It's a fucking t-shirt. And just because y'all not here to see what type of shirt he wearing, y'all here to see how he throw the ball.
And run, scramble, right?
And do that shit. You gotta think football is not a game of rocket scientists. It's a game of motherfucking athletes. Niggas who know X's and O's. I'm not saying they might be stupid. On some real shit.
Niggas who know X's and O's.
Niggas who master X's and O's.
Yeah, right.
I'm not saying like you mastering over a book, you know what I mean? So you can't blame a nigga for, feeling the way he feel or trying to change the script of how things is going. This shit been going on for a long time.
He just calling it out.
He's just calling it out. And he wasn't even calling it out. He was calling out other shit. But the way the NFL took it, it brought to light the shit that y'all was doing, which was stupid. Y'all played y'all hand wrong.
And you know who took the person told him to kneel was the Army vet.
It was a white Army vet. That was the motherfucker who told him to kneel. That would be the easiest way not to offend people. On some real shit. That's who told him to do that shit. So for Stephen A. Smith to say, oh yeah, you need to, these billionaire white, basically telling you to coon down. That's what he basically saying. Coon down, nigga. Coon down. And the point that Cap is trying to make is that, no, I'm trying to change the narrative for the next motherfucker that's going to come through and feel the same way I feel, but just trying to play football. It's football. Yeah, there's money behind it. It's a lot of money behind it.
Yeah, but you playing football.
But at the end of the day, you playing football, and it is a job. So you
so
feel as though because of the job.
I feel as though I work with kids, I work with these bad kids, and I feel as though we should be doing something different. I'm going to take a stand against the company and say, well, we're going to do this better and we're going to do this different. No, they're going to put my little ass out and replace me.
Exactly.
That shit going to happen anywhere, any job. And that's what it is, a regular job.
Right. And that's what it is.
You just get paid billions.
And that's what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
fuck with that for it.
So Vern, you feel as though because
I'll stand up for millions.
You feel as though
I'll stand up for my millions.
Right. So you feel as though because that's his job, he shouldn't do those things. Like he need to, fall in line and
Why do you think this nigga trying to get back in football?
they get paid.
He want his job back.
Right.
All right, then. This is his job. Man.
He ain't making no money.
Come on, bro.
First of all, these niggas don't make no money when they don't play.
Right.
When you in the league.
Right. You get paid.
So those you get 16 checks. If you make the Super Bowl, you get more.
Right.
You
make the playoffs, you get bonuses,
you get more.
and shit like
but
that.
after that, you don't get paid until
you get paid until the season starts.
That's why your checks be
but that's why you get
800,000, 900,000.
But that's why you get the signing bonus for.
Yeah, you get that money.
So if your contract,
but then you get your
say if your contract $60 million, you'll get a. Now before you used to get like if your contract was $60 million, you would get like a $20 million signing bonus, and they used to rate you. You get a $20 million signing bonus, and the rest of the money you get your 16 checks, but the rest they tax you on that 20, and you get to 16 checks, but you also gotta make the rest up in incentives to get them bonuses. So you gotta get them incentives to get them bonuses. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta work extra hard to even get those. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's anybody job. Like,
so now
you may feel a certain way because of your job with
right.
TSS, right? So you may feel as though you don't want to do notes. Well, I gotta do notes. Yeah, I can just tell you how I feel. Exactly, I can tell you how I feel. I can tell you what he's doing.
Every day,
I can come to you every Friday. And I can tell you the shit that happened all week. But I gotta write all these notes.
Right.
That's your job.
That's your job.
Right. And
so if you feel as though you don't want to, you feel as though you don't want to know, that's what's gonna happen to you.
You get fired.
You get fired.
And I understand that.
So as his job, he should just did his job. He shouldn't bring his personal life into his job.
And you know what's crazy? I felt that way at the very beginning, and I've been hesitant. I never posted it. Listen, I never. Listen. I felt this, and I don't know if you feel this way. And Vern, I felt that way back when he first kneeled and made it a public thing. I felt as though that, I felt that way. Like, this is your job, nigga. How the fuck you gonna interrupt this billion-dollar industry by doing some shit on your own that you could have did in the parking lot or in the motherfucking or talked about in the in a locker room? Yeah. Or you didn't even have to kneel. You could have went to the bathroom. You could have went to the bathroom during the national anthem.
Or when you did it, they said it was a problem. Then you should have stopped.
But you could have went to the bathroom because nobody can tell you. Listen,
say, hey, look, I tried.
Listen, nobody can tell you when you. Nobody can tell you when you have to use the bathroom. This is what I'm saying. I gotta take a shit every time the national anthem come on. Oh, Kaepernick gotta take a shit, and they don't show. They never showed the players during the national anthem. They always showed it up high and just showed the flag on the field until you did that shit. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? They never showed the fucking field. They never showed the players. They showed the stars, a few players every now and again. But the most part, they showed the motherfucking the Army people, the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force people. They showed them holding the flags and the shotguns and all that. But they never really showed the fucking player until you did that shit. You know what I mean? They never showed the players until you did that shit. So if you said, oh, I gotta take a shit or I go to the bathroom or I'm gonna excuse myself, why they doing this? And then if they ask you that in the locker room, hey, why you keep going to the bathroom or why you keep excusing yourself during the national anthem? And you say, what? Hey, then you pull out your political opinion and say, oh, because the gun, the violence and that in the black communities, you say that shit. You feel me, cuz?
I just don't get into the odds and the ends.
Right. But I need your opinion.
I'm giving you my opinion. Some shit is just like, I can't comment on it because, like, my opinion ain't really going to matter because it's still going to be the way
it's still going to be the way it's going to be. But on the podcast, that's the point, to get your perspective out there while we smoke weed at the same time. So I need your perspective. You know what I mean? The people need your perspective. And even though it's not going to change anything, and when I'm saying not going to change anything, but we still value your perspective.
I done said it about, like, how many times I said it's the nigga job. I mean, he got to do what he got to do. Right. All rules. If the fuck they make stoplights, what they make stoplights for?
Right.
You gotta follow rules.
Right.
Green means go, yellow means stop, red means stop. I mean.
So what we saying is that Stephen A is not the slipping ass nigga of the week. That's what we saying.
I mean, but that was on his shirt.
Like,
right.
You heard about it, but who's seen him with the shirt on?
Exactly.
Well, they had it on ESPN and on.
I ain't seen it on ESPN.
I saw it. They had it.
Pull it up on your phone.
But what they got to do with
what the fuck they got this clothes?
But that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was thinking. What does his clothes has to do with his performance?
He could have wore one of his t-shirts,
right? With just his face on it, and they still would. Right, he could have went and had a face with the black, with the afro and the black power face. Right. When he kneeled with the jersey and all that, they could have had that joint, or with the black power fist straight up. and or like that. So you know what I mean, they could have had that up, and it's still people still would have something to say. People still would have something to say even if he did that.
So it
So-
don't make a difference.
Oh shit, I thought it was not.
Nah.
So I thought it was still the joint. So it still wouldn't have made a difference either or.
No.
So we not gonna call Stephen A. the slipping ass nigga weak, and we're gonna say Kaepernick like we said, even though that is your job.
I mean,
it
no,
shouldn't
he's
matter.
still slipping.
He's still slipping that
for bringing it up.
for bringing it up, right?
And
for-
then
right.
mad for some bullshit
All right,
that
so
don't
we,
even matter.
right. So he is the sleeping ass
Yeah.
nigga.
It's called Wendy Williams. He's just a gospel.
Right.
The male version.
Right. But like I said, oh shit. But like I said, you know.
It's time for the show to come loose.
But like I said, it shouldn't matter what he wear. But Vern, I wanted to compliment you on your T-shirt. I wanted to ask you where you get your T-shirt from, so you can shout out the person who
You
made
know,
the
this
T-shirt.
this rock SP clothing. Where my man go with his clothing line? I think it's on Charlie.
That's doing nice. You got your name on the back.
Yeah, customized fat birds. You know, it's somewhere on it.
Customized shirt.
Yeah, ISP South Philly clothing.
I.S.S.P clothing. So, shout out to ISSP clothing, for making the custom for Vern. Shit, we like that, John. Nice T-shirt. We like to thank y'all for tuning into the podcast.
That's right.
We had a great night tonight, you know what I mean? We had some great topics we talked about. We had my man Vern come through.
Big
So,
shout out.
Shout out to my man Vern for coming
Shout out to
through,
Vern.
showing us love and discussing topics with us and giving us his perspective from a marijuana point of view, because that's what the show is all about.
High as a kite, high as a rag pussy right now.
We definitely had some good weed tonight. You know what I mean? We definitely had some good weed, and we fucking high as shit. So we thank y'all for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram, podcast 420. YouTube, Butch and Cobbs presents the podcast. You know what I mean? Hit us up. We got some shit coming up for y'all. We hired a motherfucker.
Right.
You hear my voice getting all raspy. Sound like
That's all that baking soda that nigga was doing.
Bacon soda.
That nigga on that baking soda.
Don't listen to them niggas.
That pure whizzite.
Don't listen to them niggas. Them niggas is some bullshit.
That nigga did a big ass bump before the
First
show,
of
which
all-
y'all don't know.
First of all, I take baking soda for my indigestion.
That's what we just
I
said,
don't
right?
take, I don't take
That's
Xanax no more because of that
what- Nigga
whole
did a bump.
cancer shit. No, I drink the shit.
My nigga did a
My
bump.
dad, listen, fuck out of here. My
He got
dad.
from doing too much coke. He
Took
got a
it.
messed up nasal joint, so he got to do.
Don't listen to that
bumps.
nigga. I don't smoke nothing but the chronic. Fuck out of here. Thank y'all for tuning into the podcast. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Love y'all. We coming back next week. We got 2 guests coming in. My man Lunge and my man Big Screen coming through. And we're gonna try to have a musical guest, or artist or cook or whatever. We're gonna try to have somebody come through. I'm getting some.
We need a woman in here also.
Yeah,
we
so
need a woman
listen,
perspective.
I got a couple women, like I said.
We need a woman perspective.
They gotta let
We
me
want
know
some
when they're
women
ready to
on
come
here.
through. Satin. They gotta let me know when you ready to come through. Let me know when y'all ready, so y'all can come through, man. We get this joint popping. I'm coming through my weed butter next week. We're gonna cook some marijuana infused dishes. We're gonna sit here and eat them and get fucked up. It's the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for y'all tuning in. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. Peace and love.